Yes, it switched.
It switched.
I think we are good. Can you hear me, Flight?
I can't hear you. I can't
Hey,
hear
if
you.
you can hear me in the chat, let me know. Let me know, man. Hey, listen, y'all, they didn't switch some stuff up on us. So we is really C Sam said already start with the bull crap. The countdown music at the end sound like a Call of Duty main me.
It really do though.
Look. First of all, Flight told me I thought about this after it was late. He said don't put it on 10 minutes. He told me like 5, but I forgot. But once the timer had already went, nigga, it just went. There was nothing I can do about it then. So I had to let it play and I forgot to change it back. But welcome back to the Don't Cancel Me podcast, episode 82. I told you I was going to be a very special podcast as we had some difficulties and some devil blockage, but I am Petrie Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
Welcome back, Vino Flight. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, man. God is good, ain't he?
He's good all the time. All the time.
All the time. God is good. We're glad to have you, brother. How you feeling?
I mean, I'm in some pain right now, man. Shout out to my dog Brian for A-Town stomping. A-Town stomping my stomach this morning. But it feels good to be back, man. I'm in pain, but it's better than where I was a few weeks ago. So God is good, man. God is good. Hey, to everybody in the chat, it feels good to be back. That countdown made me feel like it was a shotgun. Shot.
Look, see, I took all that time making that great J Horn countdown last week, and so
Man,
then the software that we use is called Restream, and everything that they got a whole new set out. So I didn't even notice it until about 30 minutes before we went live. So it's a lot of stuff I got to learn, y'all. But either way, it did its job, and it brought us to y'all. So that's all I care about at the moment.
yeah, that's all that matters right now, for sure.
So Flight, I know you were out of commission for a little bit, man, and you want to give the people a little bit of what why you were out for a little bit, just a
Yeah.
little bit of.
So 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, we
I
didn't
think
do
so.
it.
Yes, that's not about two, maybe 2.5, maybe.
Maybe about two and a half weeks ago, Monday morning, my appendix ruptured. I had uh, no indication that it was going to rupture. You know, a lot of people say that when their appendix is hurting, they have a feeling in their stomach in that area there where you know that gives them some concern, and they go to the ER. They get it taken out before it ruptures, and the recovery is like a day or two. For me, mine's just my stomach was hurting. Felt like I was having food poisoning. Same thing I felt back in October when I had food poisoning. Um, and I should have known once I threw up for the third or fourth time and there was nothing there. I should have known that there's like something bigger going on. And then literally, right when my wife's alarm clock went off, is when I felt the pain of the appendix rupturing. So uh, that day was a long day. Found out that it ruptured at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. They didn't get me in for surgery until 3:30 p.m. that day. You would think with something like that, uh, that's something that they would rush to do, especially with everything that went on with me because not only did my appendix rupture, I had an infection across my entire intestines that caused my blood pressure to rise and my heart rate to drop, or vice versa. My blood pressure dropped and
Oh wait, yeah.
my heart rate rose up, which caused me to go to ICU for 3 days because they had to monitor my heart rate and my blood pressure. Um, but once everything got back, once the antibiotics started working, antibiotics was working, painkillers was working. I was able to start getting up and moving around throughout the week. I was in the hospital for a week, able to come home that following week and just been recovering ever since. So I was told that if I wasn't in shape, if I was older, that they would have been a lot worse. Like apparently that, thank God that I'm in shape, that I was in shape prior to this, because apparently it could have been a lot worse. So I mean, uh, can't can't thank God enough. Can't thank everybody that prayed enough. It was definitely something serious, definitely a scary situation, definitely a scary time, especially thinking back on all of that, not really realizing how bad it was until after everybody was telling me what I had to deal with and what I went through. So yeah, man, I'm just blessed to still be here. Blessed to be here. Blessed that everything is taken care of. Blessed that I'm back on the track of being healthy again. So God is good, man.
Nah, no, well, facts. And of course, Kate texted me that Monday night. Cause I think, yeah, it's crazy. I was preparing for the show on Tuesday. And Kate texted me Monday night with the paragraph. Well, she wrote me on Facebook first, and was like, "Hey, this is what's going on." We was on Call of Duty. We was just getting us some runs in, and heart just instantly dropped. Whole mood was thrown off, and I asked her, "Do you mind me sharing this with everybody else? Is something y'all want to keep quiet?" And when she gave me the okay, that's when I told all the other fellas and stuff. Of course, then the what our grandmother said, the prayer warriors
Yeah,
had to unite.
yeah,
And so we was able to everybody was able to send you love, of course. But I want to give a shout out to Kate.
yeah, 1000%.
I want to give a shout out to Kate for just being for I know me personally for just being able to keep me updated and like was keeping me updated. I don't know if she was Kate the traveler or Kate the doctor. I couldn't
She
figure it out,
she
but
she was Kate the everything, man.
Kate the
Can't
everything.
I
I,
can't thank her enough. Like I like
right.
to echo those sentiments. Like
Hmm.
Kate has done everything imaginable, everything possible, like, and still on top of like taking care of the stuff that she got to do, coming back home and making sure our dog is good, making sure the house is good, making sure that she's updated. Like she updated you, she was updating like Horn, she updated my mama, she updated her family, she updated my job, she talked to my HR, she talked to my boss. Like I'm and I like it's like this is dead ass. Like I'm having like I talked to my supervisor today, and he was telling me how Kate was keeping him updated with everything. Like I mean, I cannot thank my wife enough. Kate is just I had to like I can't. There's nothing that anything could be said. There's nothing that I could think about even like attempting to do that is going to be able to repay her for what she did these last few weeks, man. I mean, I bought her some shoes today. I bought her two pair of shoes that she wanted just because like that's the least I can do. That's all I'm able to do right now because obviously I'm still recovering. So
Right.
I mean, but shit, man, like she is the best. Man. She's the absolute best. And once again, God is good, man. I got blessed with an absolutely amazing human being to be my partner for life. So yeah, man, and
Nah,
she's dope
that's
as hell.
fact. That's actually the word I was just getting ready to use. That it was just dope because I know I wasn't the only one that she had to update. You know what I'm saying? So I knew because I mean, she was giving good updates too. Like his mama flying
Yeah,
in right here. Then I'm gonna go home, take a nap, and then I'm gonna go back when I just woke up. Hey, I'm at work. I get a message. I didn't even have to. It got to a point where I didn't even have to text her no more because she
no,
was giving
you
me
go
round
get
the
an
clock
update.
updates.
Yeah,
Hey,
one
he
thousand
was able
percent.
to get up this morning. Boom, 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 woo, 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 whatever the case may be. Appreciate it, Kate. Thank you. And then when I did text, hey, what's the update for today? But kind of once you was able to get to even when you had your phone, she was still
Yeah,
giving me updates. So
yeah,
she said it was crazy. I got done talking to you. She was like, man, I wish I can go home. And then about an hour later, she says, flight getting to go home. I say, well, shoot.
yeah,
you know.
bro. It was
So
a struggle, man. It was that last day was a struggle, bro, because like I was feeling better. Like I'm up now. It's to the point to where I'm up moving around with like without a walker. I'm up moving
yeah,
around with like out the IV. Like I'm up moving. Like I'm moving. Like I'm taking laps. Like I'm really moving. Not like not moving like regular, but I'm back to like I'm able to I'm able to move. And so when I felt like nothing, the only thing that hurt was obviously my stomach and my abdominal area from the surgery. And obviously, like, having gas pain and everything because I wasn't able to do anything. Like, I can't go to the bathroom like I want to. But I felt fine. Like, I didn't feel any type of sickness, and I wanted to go home, but they kept trying to run. Like, they kept trying to feed me like antibiotics on these hourly basis because they had to keep me on the schedule. But at the same time, they keep telling me like, "Oh yeah, you'll be able to go home today." Bro, I heard that for like 2.5, 3 days in a row. You'll be able to go home today. You'll be able to go home today. They told me that Thursday and Friday. I ended up leaving the following Monday, bro. I had to stay in the hospital over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Thank God the playoff games was on and it was good though. Lord,
I know they kept it pretty kept it, of course, as we were gone, you had the whole Diddy while you were out cold. Diddy, the whole Diddy thing then blew up while you were just out cold. I said, I told myself when I got on the show I was gonna show Kate some love first, and tell her personally on the show in front of everybody, thank you for updating and keep me updated. I felt like a VIP member, just being updated on the regular basis. So, well, we glad to have you back. I'm glad you didn't walk towards the light because the light was shining.
It was shining. It was trying to shine, brother. I'm glad I didn't. It was trying to shine.
I'm glad you stayed in the darkness, brother. And shout out to your mama too, because I know she was there too. And I was even asking Kate how she doing.
Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my little cousin CJ and Torn. Shout out to Kate's mother. Yeah, Kate's mom flew in to help Kate out. My mom obviously flew in to help Kate out and help me out. My little cousin TJ, she was chauffeuring my mama back and forth to the hospital. Torin just graduated. He was like he was getting ready to celebrate everything, and he pulled up on me. Another one of my little cousins, Lauren, she pulled up on me. My aunt Sonia, they pulled up on me. Like my grandparents, my grandmother, and my aunt, the second oldest of the four, and the oldest, they drove down and made sure that I was good. So I mean, it was a lot of love. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for all of my friends, everybody. I was overwhelmed with love for sure.
Look, I'm gonna pull it up on you because we were supposed to go to Dallas. We were supposed to go to Dallas that weekend for Chaz's little cousin's graduation from high school. Okay. And but she ended something else happened to where she had to go and attend to that. So we ended up not going, but like throughout the week she was kind of going back and forth, and I was like, I'm thinking like, man, we go to Dallas. I'm definitely going by that hospital to go holler at them. So
everybody had a couple of friends from Oklahoma drive down from Oklahoma to check in on me. Like they literally made a day trip. They drove down
to check in,
stayed a couple of hours, chopped it up with me.
And went on back.
And then went on back, man. Like,
I talked to Jay Horn. Jay Horn, I was like, I finally talked to him probably about your third day in the hospital. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm going to have to see how he doing, man. I might have to I'm already trying to figure out how I'm going to just take off work. So I just go down there and be whatever they need. I'm there. So, it was a lot of love, man. It was a lot of love, man. We glad you better, man. The subject of today's episode is stay away from the light. That's today. That's going to be our subject today. Stay away from the light. That's what our subject is today. As I get ready to preach this. No, I'm just kidding. So
as I get ready to preach this message,
I want to get things started right here, man, because I'm not even going to. Brandon, my big brother, sent me something.
Yeah.
Right before we went live. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get to it really quick. But he sent me this article from ABC 13 Houston. Mm. And the article states that 74-year-old woman was pronounced dead in hospice care, but found breathing at the funeral home. So let's just go ahead and dive into this a little bit really quick. Yeah, I seen this and I said, I was thinking, thank you, Brandon, because this is going to be a great way to start the episode. So this is from ABC 13. I want to read a little bit what it says. A 74-year-old woman believed to have died while in hospice care was found to be breathing after being transported to a funeral home. Authorities in Nebraska said on Monday. The woman had been transported from a nursing home where she had been declared dead around 9:44 a.m. local time to the Bethesda Mesa and Love Funeral Home in Lincoln on Monday morning, according to whatever. Authorities responded to the funeral home after an employee noticed that the woman was breathing and instantly called 911. Funeral home staff then conducted CPR on the woman, identified by authorities as Constance Glantz of Lincoln. And she was transported to a local hospital where she remains alive. Huchin said her family has been notified, he said. So, obviously, she stayed away from the light. Obviously, she stayed away from the light. But I wonder, I imagine being the funeral home in that situation. And how the funeral home, to me, I'm sorry, I know this ain't supposed to be funny, but how is the funeral home conducting CPR?
Bro.
When they get there, they should be already be done.
They
should be done. They should be stiff. They should be stiff by the time they get there. Ain't no way. There's no CPR that should be. Imagine doing your. I don't know what funeral homes do. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I've been in there a few times. But imagine, you just bringing the body in and then the mother.
That was God.
Boy,
you done working there?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's your worst fear.
Yeah,
I'm working there. That's your worst fear, is that somebody that is supposed to be dead and gone is alive. And
you're right. Every job has a worst fear.
Right.
Like you do IT, right?
Yeah.
The worst thing you're in your job is that you get hacked and then you're never able to get back into the system. A police officer, of course, getting into shootouts. A mortician's worst fear is a body that starts coughing and rise.
Dog, that's a fright. Like that's a frightening to be in a funeral home, and that happens, yo. Like, come on, man. That's insane. Like
that is definitely insane.
That's interesting to me too, because it's like she was in hospice care and she apparently died, right?
So let's talk about the hospice company. We're professional. So I know I work in this kind of environment. So I don't know the rules in Nebraska, but I'm sure the rules are almost the same. Only a registered nurse, I believe, can be the only ones that can pronounce somebody officially dead.
Right.
You have to be a registered nurse to pronounce somebody dead. But in order to be a registered nurse, you have to go to school and you have to learn and you have to get experience and you have to know what you're doing. So the fact that this person, there's a lot of things that go into when a person is near death. Okay. So you're checking pulse. Mm-hmm. I know at our building, we have defibrillators that talk to you. So you put the defibs on, you put the little stickers on, and then the defibrillator speaks to you. It can detect if it's a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. All this because it has to make sure before it'll say, administer CPR. You push it. I've been in these situations before. You push it. Then it'll say, please stay clear of the body. You back up. Everybody do not touch them. It's gonna administer a shock. Mm-hmm. If it detects no heartbeat. Mm-hmm. All that being said, I don't know how they thought this lady was dead.
That's like they couldn't have gone through the necessary and proper steps to pronounce somebody deceased for this woman to be alive. There's no way. Like, I just find it hard to believe that you went through the necessary steps to pronounce somebody dead.
In the words of C-Sam, they need to be unregistered. Yeah, that hospice company. Yeah, if that was my relatives, that's my company now.
1,000%.
That's my company now, boy. I couldn't imagine. And think
about
go ahead.
Yeah. I'm about to say, just think about all of the grief that they was just going through.
Oh, boy, they were boo-booing in the lobby.
They was boo-booing.
Oh, little Ray was on the ground.
They probably had people fly in. Like, people already giving them food. Like,
when you on hospice, you towards the end.
Yeah.
You toward like you see the light and you walking that way. That's hospice. You walking that way. You see the light and you heading that way, but you ain't got there yet. But apparently, like today's lesson, she stayed away from the light. So Shout out to sister. What was her name? Glance. What's her name?
Constance.
Yeah, Constance. Yeah, the sister Glance. Yeah, shout out to sister Glance.
Shout out to sister Glance.
You know, I'm hoping that sister Glance can have a full recovery.
I hope so too, because I also hope her family can have a full recovery, because emotionally,
yeah, we got a box. Yeah, we got to fight. One of us got to fight. Did you another quick story? Did you see the teacher in Lamar ISD?
Filming OnlyFans in the classroom.
That was filming. I got two teachers going wild stories. I'm about to get to you real quick. We're just touching on it. We touching. Yeah, the one is popular. The other one I don't know if anybody has seen yet. But we're gonna stick with the popular one. And did you see the teacher that was in the classroom shooting videos for her for whoever? And of course, it got this whole big thing. You know, she was in that mud doing all this and bending all over and pulling the pants down. And in the words of Quanell X, all I saw was cellulite and pubic hairs. she was jiggling everything. I thought she was gonna fall over. That is. It was so funny that whoever that is next to him that be at these scenes now, she couldn't even stop laughing.
Oh my goodness!
Like, what the heck's wrong for that? I'm glad he did something other than a white person kill a black person case, because he needs to expand his horizons.
Only students is crazy.
Oh, that is only students is crazy.
Is insane.
What's your take on that?
Why? If you got an OnlyFans, why?
Okay, hold on.
Why?
Hold on. Was this for OnlyFans?
That's what I heard. She had OnlyFans.
Okay, I didn't know.
She was doing for her.
Okay, I thought somebody. I'll get to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, because that's what I heard. Now, is it true? I don't know, because I also heard that it was apparently for like personal, like she was sending this to somebody. That's what I was going to go with. Yeah. So I have no idea which one it was. I thought it was OnlyFans, and I heard more so of the OnlyFans. No, she said it was for her boyfriend. So there we go.
Okay, what you mean? She said she got an article. She did an interview. Hold on. Her name is Adrian Harbaugh. I can tell you that much. Oh, Raven, you didn't gave me some content for the day.
Adrian Harbaugh.
She said she couldn't wait until she got home. I guess it would have been homework.
Shut the. Oh my gosh, dog! I'm trying to. Lamar teacher.
Well, I'm gonna let you. Since we don't need, but I'll go while you're looking it up. So, this is my thing. First of all, it's a lot of people, and I did record this video and I didn't post it. But there's a lot of people that's being hypocritical right now. Like they don't be sending videos and stuff to their spouse. Because I knew the way, I forgot what she said, but when she did whatever she did in the video, she made it seem like it was being sent to someone. Now, I know everybody that's criticizing her then probably sent a video to somebody in an awkward place.
Yeah,
yes, you might have done it when you were younger. Yeah, she's a teacher. There was no students around, so I don't know. We ain't got to call her a pedophile or a predator, or do I believe she should work in the schools? No, because she don't make good decisions. But I'm not gonna sit here and call her a predator. But she's doing what all young freaky people be doing in love.
She's doing what? Whoa!
What the world just happened?
All right, sure. Bring us back to where we was.
With over,
what the hell is going on?
We back. I don't know. I told y'all there's a lot of new stuff going on with this. Did you do that or did you do it on his own?
I probably did that, I guess. I don't know. I'm still, like you said, I'm trying to get the grasp of this as well. What
up, VA? She said, what is the adult bathroom? I thought everybody go to the... Oh, wait, Raven just sent me some. Oh, I got it right here. Wait, we got... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, my mother-in-law sent it to me too. I ain't even know. Okay. Well, shout out to Raven. Shout out to my mother-in-law for sending it to me.
Yeah,
it's on my phone.
I just found it too on Fox 26 YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on KHOU. Let me see. Okay, I just got you. You want to put it up or I can just read it?
All right, you can read it.
Okay, So it looks like she's. Oh, come on, I hate when just random ads. It's what's that white racist place called? Um, they got good food though. Cracker Barrel. Um, she said it was a poor judgment on my part. The former teacher said in an interview with KHOU 11. I would never do it again. You don't say.
You don't say.
I had a coworker call me and say, and she's like, H, you're on the news. I wonder what H stands for. Um, she claimed the videos were either shot on a Sunday when she stopped by the school to pick something up or in the restroom with no one else around, and were only shared with an ex-boyfriend with whom she's gone through a very bad breakup. See, he dirty. He dirty. He the reason why a lot of people ain't getting naked pictures and stuff no more.
Yeah, he's the reason.
I've never sent this out to thousands of men. Like, I'm not that type of person, she said. This was just a relationship, a private matter, and he released it. KHOU legal analyst Carmen Rowe believes what the former teacher did may be unethical, but it's not necessarily criminal. I agree. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It won't make sense, but yeah. Anyone who sends that material or promotes it for whatever purposes puts themselves in harm's way and can be charged, Rose said. And in Texas, we do file these charges and pursue punishment pretty aggressively. All I can do is learn from this situation, the former teacher said. She's now living with her family in Harris County, where we confirmed she filed a police report for possible revenge porn. We were unable to reach her ex, who's also not identifying. Who we're also not identifying, excuse me.
Got it.
So, I feel bad for her because you're in a relationship and you're with somebody that you trust, and you send them something that you send them something that's confidential between you two, and because he got mad for whatever reason it is, he puts it out on the internet. That's weak.
That is weak.
That's weak, to do that, to knowing that girl is a public service worker. Even though she was doing a lot of public service work with those videos, it shouldn't really change who she is. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. I agree with you.
Now, she probably won't teach no more. But she can teach young girls not to do the same thing that she did.
She definitely not teaching no more. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
She ain't teaching. I mean, she can teach. She just not gonna be teaching in a school.
Correct. Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's that class you used to take? What's that class you used to take? We used to learn about sex and stuff.
Sex ed.
Was it? What am I thinking about something else?
Health.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, she can teach health. Anyways, yeah, she can teach health. All right. So the next story. There's another teacher. I can't remember what this one was. There's another teacher that is in trouble. Now, CCM said now she need only friends.
Now she need only friends.
Oh, I didn't see. Hold on before. Mama said no. Dirty. So
dirty.
There's another teacher. Now we're just gonna touch on this real quick. Then we're gonna go to our new segment. This next story, I saw this, and this is absolutely crazy. To me, this story is criminal. What Adrian did is just freaky. This is criminal.
Okay.
There's a teacher. I can't remember where it was. Sorry for not being prepared. But there was a teacher who is in trouble. Well, okay, she got fired or suspended. Well, she got fired for using the N-word in class. So they was reading a book or something. Apparently, whatever she was reading didn't even have the word nigga in it. She inserted it herself.
Oh no! Oh God!
What? That's not the crazy part. Like, come to find out, back in February, she took 2 black students in her class and had a slave auction. So she picked the 2 black kids in the front, and then she was trying to demonstrate how the slave auction was going back in the day. And so by doing that, she picked 2 black students and described their characteristics and traits. You seen that Key and Peele where they was the slaves, but they wouldn't get picked. It was always the other person getting picked. Never seen
Yeah,
that. It is one of the
yeah, I have.
Key and Peele skit, and I get the way I envisioned it. And she was like, look at this one. He's strong. He got muscles. Look at the calf muscles. He can run. He got good hands where he can pick. Yeah, that's how I imagine her doing it. Oh, look at this woman here. She can, do stuff around the house, blah, blah, blah. And she was kind of just showed that this is how a slave auction used to go back. Very interactive lessons.
She lost her job?
Yeah, she done.
Okay. That's okay. That's just, some people are just, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Bro, I'm at a loss for words. I have no words for that.
Here it goes. A teacher in Massachusetts has been placed on leave for holding a mock slave auction during a history lesson.
It had to be in Boston.
And using a racial slur in a 5th grade classroom, bringing fresh attention to how slavery is taught in U.S. schools. The incident occurred this year at the Margaret A. Neary Elementary School in Southborough. Superintendent Gregory L. Martineau said in a letter to parents. The teacher, who is not identified in the letter, held an impromptu slave auction in January, where 2 children of color were made to stand as the class discussed their physical attributes, the letter said. The incident happened during a history lesson on the economy of Southern colonies.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but similar incidents, I didn't know this. Similar incidents have been reported in recent years from multiple states. In North Carolina, a black student was sold for $350 during a mock slave auction at a majority white school in 2022. A 5th grade teacher in New York State in 2019 instructed black students to raise their hand and place the students in imaginary chains before proceeding to conduct a mock auction in class. So niggas has just been pretending to be sold all around the country. Okay. Like I'm gonna play. I know, like your stomach hurt. I'm gonna play devil's advocate today.
Okay.
Do you think possibly it was coming from a good place?
No.
Hold on, my computer. I forgot to put on the charger. Hold on.
No.
Go ahead, Flight.
There's no way. And honestly, that would be the question that I would ask too, to play devil's advocate. Like, do you believe that they're really trying to teach something? But how do you reenact something that was so terrible to kids? Like, it's kind of like they getting there's no way that it could come from a good place, right? And honestly, they got to be racist. There's no way that they're not racist. Oh, you would have told that school, look.
Who?
My mom. If I would have came home and told her that they did that in class, she definitely would have. She probably would have. She'd be in jail.
Nah,
she definitely would have been in jail because she definitely whooping somebody's ass. My mom was going off for people for less.
Brian said, you know how loud that presentation was, though.
I'm mad, bro, because I'm envisioning it, and these days, like with this generation, they probably had that bitch turned, and that's what makes me mad. That's
a good question, though. Yeah, your mom would. Yeah. My mom went off on me. My mom protected me for something way smaller than that. So
that's what I'm saying. Like my mama went off on teachers for stuff way less. They had to like ask her to calm down. So like for that, she throwing hands without question. So yeah, as a teacher, she knew. Yeah, they're the teacher racist. Gotta be.
Well, maybe she got this from other teachers doing it across the country.
Well, you stupid. You shouldn't be in education if you just sitting here thinking that that's right.
So okay, all right. Flight, you got a kid. You send the Adrian's class, or you send them to Miss Slave Master. Which one you sending them to?
I'm gonna send them to Adrian class because it's Adrian. She wasn't doing it in front of kids. She did that in the confines of her own classroom with no kids in there.
I say all that to say, guys, teachers gone wild. Please watch with these teachers that you sending your kids to these schools because they obviously don't know what they're doing.
Gotta be homeschooled now. Shoot, we want to start. I'm gonna have to start like really, really, really reading.
You know, I know people tell my homeschool. I'm not homeschooling. I'm not fit to take my time out to be doing all that.
No, honestly, you're right because I'm not taking my time out to do that.
Like,
either.
in order for you to put a kid in homeschool, that means you got to go to school too. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. I did my share. I did my share. I'm not doing it again.
You better learn how to block noise.
Shit, I barely. You better. It's gonna teach you how the world really is.
Man, for real.
We can discuss it when you come home. We can discuss it when you come home.
Right. I never understood the concept of homeschool because
trying to protect their kids from the world, like, and they feel like they can raise and teach their child better than what a teacher can.
It depends on what kind of parents you got, because I couldn't imagine my daddy teaching me.
But it also depends on like what type of like school system you in as well. Like if you in an area where the school system is trash, like historically low numbers for that state, like nobody really does well. Like it's only like 1% of kids in that state that actually are doing well in school. Like then, some people, I get that as far as devil's advocate go, like saying why you would homeschool. Like if the teachers are dumb as hell that's teaching and they're not really teaching the students, then yeah, I can see why parents are homeschooling their kids.
But parents are homeschooling their kids and they dumb.
True. I mean, this is very true. That is true. That's I can't sit here and disagree with you on that, brother.
I told Chad it was so funny. This is an example of what I mean. I don't know if you ever remember the Kevin Hart comedy skit on maybe it was Seriously Funny, or maybe it was Grown Little Man. One of them two. I cannot remember which one. But it was a comedy skit where Kevin Hart was like, he was talking to, how kids are starting to talk now and stuff like that. And he was like, "Dad, what is programming?" He's like, "Programming is when you, programming is when you, and he got mad. "No, shut up!" That was the whole joke.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me the other day.
Uh-oh.
So we walk outside. So me and David, we get ready to go to school. It's just me and him. Chad goes to work early, so I get him up, we get him dressed, and we walk out the door. It's real foggy outside. And David said, "Oh, look. Yeah, why does it look like that, Rail? Why does it look like that?" I said, "David, that's fog. That is fog." He said, "What's fog?" I said, "Well, fog."
Ooh.
Fog is the clouds. No, I don't think it's the clouds. Fog is the evaporate. No, I don't think it has nothing to do with the water. Fog. Hey, just get in this car. I ain't got time to explain it. I didn't know. And then then we go around to we walk around to the car, and he said, "Rail, it rained last night. Oh, look. It rained last night because the car was wet." I said, "No, David, it didn't rain. That's dew." "What is dew?" "Dew is shoot." God dang it. Dew is it's when the air sweat. I don't know.
It's when the air sweat.
So now imagine me trying to homeschool somebody.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even explain what dew and fog is and condensation. I have no idea what this stuff is. I just remember learning it, but then it didn't stick. I just know what it is. I can call it by name, but I can't call it by definition.
Bro, you are hilarious, dog.
That's a true story. That was a true story.
You are hilarious.
I did not know what dew was. And all you niggas that's in the chat laughing, what is dew? I bet neither one of y'all can answer what dew is.
The air sweat is hilarious, but accurate.
I know she was a teacher, but she ain't teaching no more. I'm the brilliant one in this relationship. I am smart.
He said, "I'm brilliant."
I don't know how she did teacher. I could never be no teacher.
Man,
She said I will homeschool my grandkid. Well, we will definitely send them over to your house. So we can teach them. But anyways, that's just that's my take on homeschool. I just never understood it because I it's me. I didn't know what I'm stupid. It's me.
that's funny.
But all in all, man, we rolling. If you hear, like and subscribe to the channel. We are in full groove right now. We got this new segment coming your way, man. Before we get to that, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 800 subscribers. Please like and share with someone. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their grandma before she walk to the light to make sure she subscribe to the channel, because we want to make sure that we get all the subscribers that we can get. Y'all see me put it on Facebook when David asked me, when he told me he can see me on the iPad. I told him he better follow me or he was grounded. Because I mean that. I want the little kids. I need every subscriber and follow that we can get. So please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as it helps us, and comment afterwards. Share the shorts, share the videos, watch the videos, revisit, have fun, and be entertained, laugh. Thank you all for being here. Episode 82 is off the chain. But now we have a new segment. And I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this segment because I have been seeing this on TikTok, and I like to give all my credit where credit is due. I've seen this on TikTok, and I always had an infatuation of these, like, oh, they would be so cool, and I wanted to always do them. And then I seen Shannon and Ocho adapt this onto their nightcap show. And so I texted Flight and said I want to do it on our show too, because I think we can have some good drafts too. So this our next segment is called "Don't Cancel My Draft." Don't cancel my draft. As I don't know, we'll do it weekly. We want to see what y'all think about it and how much y'all are entertained by it. But right now, we'll probably do it for the next couple of weeks. But we're gonna pick a different category every week, and me and Flight are going to do a draft to see who can come up with the better team. 5 rounds, 1 pick each round, and it doesn't matter. We can do anything from breakfast foods to athletes to cars to bottles of tequila to bottles of liquor to gaming consoles, whatever we want to do, whatever we decide to do. And if y'all want to hear us draft, I want to definitely leave those suggestions to me. If you know me, text me. If not, leave a comment. I'm excited. But today's draft, I think it's a good one, because I think this is something everybody can relate to. So today, me and Flight are going to be drafting our top 5. Well, not our top 5, but we're going to draft favorite TV theme show songs. Favorite TV theme show songs. We all grew up watching TV. We all have our shows, whether it was animated, cartoons, or real life, wherever it is. We all these growing up in the 90s, the current shows, the 2000s, the 80s, the 70s. Hey, you might not want to watch the show, but you know what the songs sound like. I think I might have one of those going to be on my list. So I think this is going to be a great list. I don't think you're going to take any off my list. I think I got 2 or 3 that you might have on your list.
That's how I feel.
You might have 2 or 3 on my list, but I think I'm gonna throw you off with a couple of the ones that I got. So in honor of you returning, Flight, I'm definitely gonna give you the first overall pick. See right now, Jay Horn, he already in the draft. He said Captain Planet. And he said that is the best thing. So I can tell you right now, Jay Horn, that was trash. He's not even on my list. I really don't remember Captain Planet. I have to listen when we get off. But Flight, I want to let you go. Don't cancel my draft. New segment, favorite TV show theme songs. Who you got with your first overall pick? And give me a little explanation when you said a little explanation.
I got my first one, very nostalgic. Is All That. All That.
That's a very good foundation that you got right there. That's a very good foundation,
man. Every Saturday night, every new show. Back when Keenan and Kel was on there, man, that's when it was in its prime.
Okay.
All That is my first pick. All That is my first pick.
All right. I think if you know me, you know who my first overall pick is going to be here. There's no way I'm going to start any list off without Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days.
That's the one that's on my list. That's why
I knew it would be. I knew it would be. But since you didn't go with it for the first overall pick, that's my first overall pick. No explanation needed. It's Fresh Prince. It's Will Smith. It's one of the most iconic theme songs of all time. Go ahead, Flight.
Let me keep it. I'm gonna keep it in the same wavelength. Keep it with the same wavelength, same network, same foundation.
Don't do it to me.
Kenan and Kel.
Oh, that's not what he did to me.
Kenan and Kel.
Kenan and Kel.
Same foundation. Kenan and Kel when they got their own show and they had Coolio rapping on there. I got Kenan and Kel for my second pick.
Kenan and Kel. Okay. Now, this number, I think my second draft pick is going to be pretty good. I'm about to really shock a lot of people right here, but I think it's very iconic.
Shaft? I thought Shaft was a movie. There was a TV show too?
Maybe it was like a limited series. For my number two, Fresh Prince is my number one. My number two overall draft pick is going to be Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Game of Thrones is going to be number two. I gotta take that one because I don't know if you're gonna take it, and I feel like this is a sleeper pick. I feel like he was graded to go like in the fourth round, but I wanted to bring him up to the second.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see.
I just think about us sitting around the table when the episode come on. When you hear that theme song and it pans out, it's going through the city. You can't beat that one. You can't beat the Game of Thrones soundtrack.
I feel you.
It's better than Captain Planet. Captain Planet. All right, go ahead. What's your number three? Your number three overall pick.
My number three. This is tough. But I got so many. But I think I'm gonna go with something that y'all definitely. It's all nostalgic vibes for sure. I'm telling you this now.
Okay.
For my third pick, Cousin Skeeter.
The Cousin Skeeter.
Cousin Skeeter is my third pick, and also Cousin Skeeter was a vibe of the show. It didn't really have that many. Y'all, and also the chat is really putting a whole bunch of my answers in here, so I'm trying not to like say what they saying. But yes, Cousin Skeeter is on there.
All right. Number three. My third overall pick. The chat got a lot of good ones.
The chat do got a lot of good ones, and they got a lot of the ones that I have on my list.
It seemed like Game of Thrones is not a personal favorite of everybody. But remember, they didn't like when we drafted J.J. Watt either. So that's a sleep one. Game of Thrones is gonna be very important for my team. All right, number three, my third overall pick. I'm gonna have to go with this one because it's just so classic and the way you have to sing along with it. And I think D Brown did say it was on my list. I'm going with Kim Possible.
That's all. That was literally my next pick, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Kim Possible. I had it on my list. You were going. See, I'm glad. See, that was the first steal of the draft.
Kim Possible is iconic. Like that was on. It was there. It's there. Okay. All right. So fourth pick. We're gonna keep it on the same wavelength. My fourth pick, because just in case you picked Kim Possible, I had this as a backup. And a lot of people have already said it in chat.
Okay.
Proud Family.
Proud Family. Let me tell you, I seen it in the chat, but I didn't want to acknowledge that I'm very disappointed that wasn't on my list.
It's
They'll push your buttons. That's a classic. You're right. That's a classic. That's a classic. Man. Yeah, that's a good steal.
Yeah, I gotta get that Kim Possible one hurt though, man. I was hoping nobody said it in the chat to get. I was hoping you would just like maybe bypass it.
I'm gonna go number 4. My fourth overall pick. I'm going to go with. I'm going SpongeBob. I'm
Well,
going
listen to
SpongeBob.
that, but
I'm,
let me
go-
see.
I'm going
Okay.
SpongeBob. I'm going SpongeBob. See, y'all worried about melodies. y'all worried about lyrics. Y'all worried about what song niggerly correlates with you. I'm talking about hits. I'm talking about something that you can recognize no matter where it is. Once you hear that SpongeBob SquarePants, you already know what it is. So that is my number 4 overall pick.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Appreciate it.
SpongeBob was literally on my list for this next pick.
Dude, I'm glad I'm taking your list.
Well, first print. So you got 3 of them. My first prince was a given. No, I knew you was gonna take.
Yeah, I was not going without that. No more.
No, you was going without that. But yeah, Kim Possible and SpongeBob were literally my next pick. For the 5th one, man. For the 5th one, I'm gonna go with another. No, it's been in the chat again. Because now I'm looking at the chat and I've seen it about 4 or 5 times. But Moesha is the 5th one.
That's how you
in that thing. That's how I'm in that thing. But I have like, once again, I have like some more. Like, so if you want to do some like honorable mentions or whatever, we can
screw it. We'll go 7 rounds real quick as we roll it. We'll go 7. All right. So that makes me feel better now that I can go my number 5. My 5th overall pick, bro. It was also in the chat. I wasn't. If this was my final pick, I probably wouldn't have done this. But since we got 2 more picks after this, I'm going Nassau Raven. I'm going Nassau Raven.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I saw that in the chat, and just like you forgot about Proud Family, I forgot about that story.
Yeah, I said I got that one on my list. I got that one.
That's a good one.
I knew the chat would be involved, but I told myself I'm gonna stick to my list.
Yeah.
Unless they just said something I just had to go. But number 6. We going to the NFL now. We're doing 7 rounds.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I already forgot what was my 4th pick?
You did
Proud Family. That's what it was. I did Proud Family, and then I did Moesha.
Moesha was your last one.
And Moesha was my last one.
Oh, you said your 4th. Yeah, so probably, probably, yeah. Number 6.
Boondocks.
God dang it! I should have. That's what I was contemplating between Boondocks and Nassau Raven.
Boondocks.
If I told you if this was the last one, I wouldn't have done Nassau Raven. I was gonna do Boondocks. God dang it! What a steal! What a steal, man! What a steal!
Boondocks. Yes, sir.
Why Boondocks?
It's just I don't know what it was. It's just like I got hyped when I heard that song. Like, it was smooth. It was a vibe. You knew it was gonna be it was a cartoon that was like really for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. I don't know. Boondocks just gave you that vibe that you knew you was about to be locked into a good, funny episode. And it was a smooth ass theme song. I mean,
all right, that we had to go back to the drawing board, but I think we're good. I think we're good. Number 6 for me. This is one of the most iconic shows. This is one of the shows that we used to watch as a child, but we didn't know what was really going on until we got older. Number 6, my number 6 overall pick. I'm going Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you?
Damn it!
I'm going Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? I'm going with Scooby Dooby Doo.
Damn it!
The song is just too great. The song is too great. I feel like this pick can really help our team because we got it at a low pick, but it has a high value. So I think I'm going with Scooby Doo right there.
Okay, that's a good pick.
All right, last pick. We ain't going no more. This is it,
bro.
And then we'll review our teams.
I don't know which one I want to go with. I feel like this is something that hasn't. Well, I already mentioned one kind of in it.
That's a good one, Casey.
Realm. That is a good one. That's a really good one. I think I mentioned one already in this realm. But I'm gonna go with, for my last pick, Jamie Foxx show.
I thought about that one.
Jamie Foxx show is going to be my 7th. I mean, bro, was here I come.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm to get it started. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah, they had a lot of nigga correlation.
Yeah, man. Jamie Foxx show. That's my last pick, rounding out my seven, rounding out my squad,
man. All right. Now, I don't really like the ones I got left. But I told myself I'm gonna stick to my list because I really like Sister. That was a good one. Sister.
Yeah, all right, so
never knew how much I missed you. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I'm really upset at myself. But I'm gonna stick to my draft board. Mm-hmm. This is what's coming out in this class. My number 7 overall pick. I'm not gonna lie. I asked Chaz about this before we unlocked. I couldn't remember the theme song, but then she said, "Moving on up," and it made me remember. They made me add it to the draft board. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out with the number 7 overall pick. The last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. I'm going with the Jeffersons. I'm going with the Jeffersons. I feel like the Jeffersons, if they work hard, they can really make the team in the preseason.
Yeah, they gonna move on up.
They can move.
They work hard. They gonna move on up. All right. Shout out to Raven because I definitely
let's talk about which one
definitely the one-on-one is on my list.
Okay.
One-on-one is on my list. And the isolate yourself. Yeah, bro. That mug was hard.
Chaz was saying Gullah Gullah Island. I don't really remember that one though.
Oh man. One-on-one is classic though. That's definitely on my list. One-on-one is a classic.
Mama said Barney.
Mama was just going. Listen, my mama.
Is that I love you? Or that was just a song in Barney?
That's a song in Barney. I don't think.
Okay, that wasn't the theme song.
My mom was just going through all cartoons that
she was just naming stuff. She was
naming stuff.
She had her own draft board. So let me ask you this, like, before we move on to the next thing. What?
Okay. Fairly Odd Parents is tough.
I did think about Fairly. I did think about Fairly Odd Parents. But the only reason why I didn't go with that because the songs in the actual show was better than the theme song. I can't put that on my list.
Like Icky Vicky. Icky Vicky is
Icky Vicky go hard. And what's the other one? My shiny teeth in me. My shiny teeth in me.
Yeah, shiny teeth. Yeah.
Those songs go way harder than the actual theme song, so I had to stay away from Fairly Odd Parents, but it did cross my mind. But what did you have on your list, Flight, that you didn't get to that you was thinking about, or did you have any? Did you go through yours?
One-on-one.
Okay.
One-on-one was on there. I had like some goofy ones like Family Guy and American Dad.
Okay.
Hey Arnold was on my list.
Okay.
DB just said it. Yeah, Hey Arnold was on my list.
Chip Skylark.
Chip Skylark was cold, bro. But yeah, that was about it. There was because I ended up having it off to the side, and then every time I made something, I kind of deleted everything. But yeah, those were the main ones that was on my list.
You know, I'm thinking about Teletubbies. Anybody ever watch this show called The Wiggles?
I know about The Wiggles. I never watched. My little cousin watched it.
And they had this song called. It was like fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. Hey, that one was a hit. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. That one goes so hard. All right. The ones that I had that I didn't get to was Martin. I had Martin on my list.
Martin on there. The Simpsons is cool.
I had The Simpsons. That's another one. I had The Simpsons on my list. I had The Addams Family.
Oh.
And I had The Flintstones.
Oh, yeah, I had that. I thought about the Flintstones. I didn't have it on my list. I thought about it.
Oh, and The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Those were the ones that I didn't had to contemplate saying, but I did get everything else out. Because the only one you stole from me, or in the Boondocks, because you stole the Boondocks. Yeah. Right. I could have went there too. I could have I could have went Boondocks because you probably wouldn't have went That's So Raven. So I would have been able to get both of them, but that was an error on my part.
Because I forgot. I kind of forgot about That's So Raven too.
But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this. That's the fun in this. So chat. Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all. I'm gonna go through mine. I can't remember the order exactly, but I'm gonna just go through the ones I named, and you go through the ones I want to know who had the better team. I had Fresh Prince, Kim Possible, SpongeBob SquarePants, That's So Raven, Game of Thrones, Scooby Doo, and the Jeffersons. That was my list. Flight.
My list was I had all that, Keenan and Kel, Cousin Skeeter, Proud Family, Moesha, The Boondocks, and Jamie Foxx Show.
Hey man, hey, drop a PP if I won, drop a VF if Flight won, man. I got no, I don't know, I can do the poll. I gotta be on actual YouTube to do the poll. But I mean, yeah, I have to be on that, but it's okay. But y'all make sure y'all go ahead. Just let me know who won, man. Let me know who won in the chat. That was fun. And shout out to the chat for being.
Yeah.
She said direct minus Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones, I don't understand. That is an epic. That is to me, the Game of Thrones is probably one of the best ones on my list. It's just something about I enjoyed about the Game of Thrones theme song. So Flight, Prime said he needs to see a list. Let me see. Let me type real quick.
Can you pin it?
I don't know. Can I pin it? Oh, god dang it!
You probably have to be
I typed in. I typed Fresh Prince. I hit enter so that I can drop it down to the next spot.
Oh yeah.
Look, Raven. She don't listen. Raven. She don't listen. Reason I lost because of Game of Thrones. You're crazy. He don't watch the show. That's what it is. He don't watch the show, so it's okay. It's okay. You don't understand how epic it is. No, and Casey says the vibe is the vibe is epic, not the song. That's fair. That's fair criticism. That's fair criticism. That's fair criticism. While we waiting on this before we get to our last little three things for the day. Did you see Castanet and Kevin Hart?
I saw that, and that was by far one of the it was the funniest stream that I've ever watched. If not the funniest, one of the funniest. And Castanet has had some legendary streams since he's been streaming. But that one with Kevin Hart was just too damn funny, dog. Too damn funny.
I was literally crying. And for those who probably haven't seen, while Flight was out, I put together a list of my top 10 comedians that's out right now. Please go check that video out on YouTube. I had Kevin Hart at number one because of stuff like that. No matter the situation, bro. It ain't just about being on stage. The dude is just hilarious. Personal opinion, but the dude is just hilarious, man. And maybe that's something we'll probably do. We can do a draft on comedians. That'll be fun. See, the world is open with these drafts. We're gonna do it again next week because the chat loves it. So we're gonna do it again next week. This is fun. So
damn, y'all ain't messing with my list. Like damn.
Well,
you mean to tell me y'all ain't messing with all that Keenan and Kel? Damn.
Hey, Flight, them Make-A-Wish sympathy votes is over, nigga.
It's over. Like I'm back now, so it's a wrap. Like,
damn.
I thought I had some hitters on there. Like what? Golly.
And people in chat. Hold on, let me. Prime, shout out to JD and VA for pulling up. Y'all should have separated like cartoon. I thought about that, but I wanted us to have a bigger pool. So yeah. So I wanted to keep it like that. We do have a record. Wait, hold on. What? Mary Tyler Moore. Who is that, Mama? Who is Mary Tyler Moore?
That's an old show, bro. That's an old show.
That's the name of a show?
Yeah, that's a show.
Oh, that sounds like an obituary name.
It's kind of like the.
Mary Tyler Moore definitely gained her wings. Hey, what's the lesson today? Stay away from the light. That's today's lesson. Somebody said if I could trade Game of Thrones, what would it be? No, not somebody, excuse me. Raven. Raven asked if I could trade Game of Thrones, what would it be? If I had to get rid of Game of Thrones because I guess they didn't have eligibility. She said we all hate that draft pick.
But hello, wait, before you go, my bad. Like, I'm just constantly seeing how everybody hated that pick. Do you know how bad I feel that I picked 7 of them and I thought was hitters, and everybody they love all 6 of yours and hated one pick, and they still picked you to win. Dog. Like, do you understand how shit that is, bro?
Hey, bro, bro, I had some hitters in there. I had some hitters in there. That's So Raven, Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince is probably Fresh Prince is the one. No, that's so Raven definitely took two.
Fresh Prince is it's like having a 99 rated quarterback here. Like I found Patrick Mahomes with
Thanks,
that.
Mom. I can always count on you.
You had a good list. Somebody voted
Mom.
For you.
Yeah.
Jay Horn. Yeah.
And then back door and say Flight still lost. So it just cancels out. You know what I'm saying?
So if I had to trade in Game of Thrones, if I had to trade it in, I would probably trade it in for the Proud Family. If I had to trade it in, and it wasn't and Proud Family was not on my list. I'm just pulling from all those.
Hey, that's crazy.
The chat going off today. Y'all ignorant. I don't even know. I know we're gonna hit our three. We're gonna hit our thumbnail stories in just a minute. We're gonna have to hit them quick, but this is hilarious. I knew the list would be a fun thing, but I didn't know it was gonna hit like this.
Damn, man, she hit me with some Kanye shit. That's crazy.
I was laughing that I was the only one who voted for you.
Nobody is just like, man, Flight shit trash.
Hey, man, I don't care what y'all say. Right, so okay, hold on. Marshawn said, Flight, you messed up with that Jamie Foxx show. If you would have said Wayne's World, you would have had my vote. I would pick Jamie Foxx over Wayne's.
It don't matter. The Rail had Game of Thrones and everybody hated that pick, and they still said he had a better list. It didn't matter. I was done for. It seemed like I was done from all that.
What is wrong with Game of Thrones? I don't understand.
That was a charity vote. It's crazy.
Like that honeymoon stage is over. Welcome back, nigga. You healthy now, nigga. We ain't crying no more.
The charity vote is crazy, dog. Oh my gosh, bro. I started singing the Jamie Foxx and he lost the camera.
Hey, I got real tears, bro.
Bro.
I didn't know that this. I did not know this list was gonna be like. I thought this was something we was gonna hit for about 10 minutes and move on.
Fuck, man. Hey, y'all funny, dog.
Hey.
Oh, bro, that shit's hilarious.
Hey, yeah, bro. It's the Kim Possible. It's the SpongeBob too. The Kim Possible, SpongeBob, Fresh Prince. Them three, and then the secret one is the Scooby Doo. The Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? Come on now. Yeah, man. And then my 7th round pick is the Jeffersons.
Yeah, it didn't help that everybody was putting shit in the fucking chat.
This disappointment in your face.
I'm disappointed.
Hold on, let me see. The chat said, hold on, let me put it.
It wasn't supposed to be creative. It was shit that hit. I'm sorry, Keenan and Kellen. All that hit to me. I didn't know I was supposed to be creative for y'all.
It's my team.
I gotta be creative for y'all now.
Shout out to Roy, man. I know Roy. Shout out to Roy right now, man. I know he's dealing with some issues too, man. He in the hospital. Y'all make sure y'all say some love. We're calling on all Roy, stay away from the light.
Stay away, brother. Stay away.
It's funny I'm saying that my shirt's so bright. So I got this big old light shining on my face. Anyways, okay. We might have to let Flight.
It ain't gonna be no let.
Flight. Since we're talking about this, screw. I know we're gonna get to our big 3 topic in a little. I know we're gonna make it quick, but Flight. Since everybody's against your list right now, if you can interchange 2, who you interchanging?
I mean, can I pick? I can't pick from your list. Well, I mean, you said if you could take Game of Thrones out and put Proud Family in.
Oh, I took from your list, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Like,
okay,
I would have had Kim Possible in there for sure.
You're right. So I'll throw in something else real quick. Then I'll pick from another one I had. Then I would take out Game of Thrones and I would put
that Jamie Foxx show. That Jamie Foxx shit was hard.
I agree with you on that. I'll take out. I'll put Flintstones in for Game of Thrones since that's off my list.
I ain't about to redeem myself. Y'all.
No, you good. Okay, all right.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm standing 10 toes down on mine. I'm standing 10 toes down. So if y'all like it, forget it.
Roy said
Rail had a great list. Rail is the winner. I'm standing 10 toes. I ain't changing shit.
Hey, I want to know, bro. Hey, next week you come back on fire. We're gonna.
It's gonna fuck around and be 0-2. The way they was
Well,
on my
good thing it's not a series. Not a series.
I'm getting swept.
Roy said, "We good, y'all. Not going towards the light. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah."
Thank you, Lord.
All right, so we're going to our main three stories. I don't know what I'm going. Let's touch on this one first. Since we're talking about Fresh Prince and stuff, the reason why I put Carlton's picture in the thumbnail, but before we move on, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That was our new segment. Don't cancel my draft. I hope y'all enjoyed that. It seemed like y'all enjoyed it, so we will definitely do that again next week.
Cancel my draft. They canceled the shit out of mine.
They did. Can I get through the monologue, please?
My fault, bro. This is too many opportunities. My fault.
They did cancel. Okay, yeah. Even though y'all did cancel his draft, but don't cancel my draft. That was a fun thing. I can't wait till we do it next week. We already got one. Somebody said we need to do don't cancel my. We need to do alcohol for all the drinkers out there. So maybe that's something that we'll come up with next week. But we'll move on really quick. And speaking of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and the theme song, one of the most iconic theme songs. Of course, it was one of the most iconic shows of all time, and one of the most iconic characters of all time was Carlton Banks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put him in there because I heard him say something, and I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
I seen an interview. I don't know where it was. I apologize for not knowing, but he was doing an interview, and he stated that it's been hard for him to find another job because he played that character so well that no one would ever recognize him as another character. Okay. First of all, do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, I feel like there's. I feel like there's some truth to that.
Okay. So he basically went on to say, basically like how he feels like Hollywood never really gave him opportunities because, like I said, he played that character so well. Right. And then somebody on Twitter, I seen this on the Shade Room. Actually, I know I can shout to the Shade Room. I seen this on the Shade Room where somebody said that Tyler Perry needs to revitalize. That may not be the word. I'm paraphrasing, but Tyler Perry needs to revitalize Alfonso's career, where Alfonso responded and said, "I don't need that man to do nothing for me."
Yeah, I mean, okay.
So my question to you is, first off, is knowing that how iconic that character is, there another character that is hard for you, another actor that's played a character so well that's hard for you to see him as somebody else? And that question for the chat as well. Let me repeat that. Is there another actor that played a character so well that it's hard to see him as someone else? You take a think about it. I didn't really think about an answer either. But I think about, it's hard because I know that he already done other stuff, but I think about Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know how iconic that character.
But it's so difficult because, like, yeah, he was iconic. He was iconic as Iron Man, but he was also iconic in Tropic Thunder.
Right.
So it's like I can disassociate him from Iron Man.
So D Brown says Ghost. So that's what is his name? Amari Hardwick, right? Yeah. Amari Hardwick, I think is his name.
Michael Rainey,
who plays Tyreek. That's a good. I'm sorry, I skipped over Mama. I'm sorry. Jaleel White as Urkel. Yeah, that's actually good. You don't see Jaleel White in other movies. You might see him. You know another one I'm thinking about too. Going to Jamie Foxx show, the dude that played Braxton. He was in this last season of BMF, and every time he was on screen, I could not stop seeing Braxton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raven says, "Yeah, Tyler Perry can't be anyone but Medea." Well, I think he was saying that Tyler Perry like take Alfonso and put him in a movie because Tyler Perry has all these movies. So can he revitalize his career by helping him get into other movies? I think is what we're saying.
But I also see his standpoint from that too, right?
Who?
Like Alfonso.
Okay, go ahead.
Like you don't want no. Because for him, it probably feels like when you see that already being posted everywhere and people saying Tyler Perry need to revitalize it, he probably don't want no charity. He don't want no handouts. Like he wants to be able to like go in, audition, and get the role because he feels like he's good enough to be able to do such. But so he doesn't want charity. So I can understand from his standpoint. I'm assuming that's how he feels.
I think the actor that plays Franklin Saint, if that's him I'm thinking about, I think he's being considered for Kang the Conqueror. I think so. Because ever since Jonathan Majors got
Yeah, whole situation.
guilty for putting his girlfriend back in the car. Um, I think yeah, I
Damn,
think I think
Idris,
he
right?
is.
Yeah,
Huh?
Idris, right? Dancing
No,
Idris.
no, that's
Yeah, he's not the
no. Franklin. I never watched the show, but that's not. It's not Elba.
same actor. No, Damson Idris.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes. I'm
that's
sorry,
what I
I
mean.
forgot his name was. My bad. That's the
Yeah.
one that because what you call it was dating him.
Lori
Your
Harvey.
girl, think like a man. What's her name?
Not Lori Harvey, but
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right. That's it.
Lori
Yeah,
Harvey.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. JJ and Good Time. Mama said JJ and Good Times.
They got multiple people that's apparently on the list for King and Conqueror. From what I just saw.
K said, wait, guilty for putting his girlfriend back in the car. That is why he was found guilty, because he hurt her, but he put her back in the car. Because other than that, the nigga was running down 4 blocks and 16
Yeah, he was
cameras.
running. Yeah, he was running.
K said
That's
John
yeah.
Krasinski and had the issue after The Office.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that's one person, but you're able to. I feel like he's one of those actors, like kind of like Robert Downey, right? Like you will feel like he's always going to be Iron Man, but like I can see him like he was able to disassociate himself from Iron Man by playing that role in Tropic Thunder. I feel like that with John
Tropic Thunder was
Krasinski.
before Iron Man.
Well, okay, well, yeah, I'm able. Like he was able to
Cause didn't he
reverse
do
that.
Tropic Thunder?
Reverse
Then
that.
he got in trouble. Cause
I
Iron
thought he
Man,
got in trouble.
Iron Man.
I thought he got in trouble way before all of that.
Because I remember Iron Man being his redemption. That started
But
his
yeah, but
redemption.
I thought like
Well,
that happened before all of that though. And yeah, he played Sherlock Holmes too as well, and that was after all of that as well. So
yeah,
but he's
nobody
more
remembers Sherlock
famously
Holmes.
known for Iron Man. So I get what you're saying. But I
Well, I
feel
mean
like
now, because he did 20. I mean, well, not he did.
he did a bunch of them, right?
He
was a
did,
part of
and
it
he
for
was such a
6+
huge
years.
part. And the final movie, his final movie, ended with him saving the, and it was such an iconic. He is home to one of the most iconic story arcs in all of Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I look at it like that. But he definitely done that stuff. Just like I said with Braxton.
Yeah, to DB's point, I agree.
Let me see. Let me put on. Oh, you put. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like big characters from TV shows with multiple seasons, we're always gonna always address them as that. Yeah, if the TV, especially if the TV show got syndicated, which
Right.
for those that don't know, like syndication is a big thing for TV series. So basically, you have to reach 100 episodes to reach syndication. And if you reach syndication, that's a huge thing. So those TV shows that's reached that, we're always going to associate the main characters with that one. Like no matter what else, whatever else they play in, they're always going to be associated with that. So
let me ask you this. So, I'm just thinking about this as you were talking. Is Alfonso the only one dealing with that? What about Karen? What's her name? Karen Parsons. Hillary. What about what is my girl name?
I mean, it's all about what they actually trying to do too.
What is my girl name? Ashley Banks. Tatiana Ali. What about Tatiana? Like they really, none of them. The only one that really just took off was Will. Uncle Phil, he was even playing a few roles here, a few roles there. So do you think that all of them are faced with that issue? Or is it just an issue related to Carl? I think I think Uncle Phil probably was a more.
If you are the main essential character, it's going to be easier for you to be able to gather other roles.
Will, Jamie, Martin.
Will, Jamie, Martin. Like you think about that main guy. Like in every TV show. I mean, like you can even go as far as like, well, The Office had multiple people, but like Steve Carell and John Krasinski, Steve Carell was the main guy. Steve Carell ended up having like, he was in Bruce Almighty, then he got to Evan Almighty, then he went to a 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like he took off because he's the main guy. He was able to get a lot more opportunities. Whereas you look at some of the people, that was main characters, but they weren't as big as him. They got like, maybe like appearances here and there on TV shows, but they're not really doing a whole bunch. So I think if you're the main guy, that main character is going to be easier than it is for your counterparts, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, shout out to Alfonso. I hope you should take. Yeah. He should do a Tyler Perry movie. I think.
Facts.
Well, yeah.
Facts.
You know what, Raven? I mean, I said Raven. You know what, Casey? And that alone was probably why she cut her hair off and all she do is podcast now with talking about how gay she is. Because that's the only time I ever see Raven. But
I
yes,
don't ever see
yes,
it.
because if we did, hey, this is a spoiler alert. If we ever did Disney Channel original movies, my number one pick is Cheetah Girls. I just want that to be thrown out there. All right.
That's
No,
definitely
no. That would not be my number one. High School Musical would
High
be my
School
number one
Musical.
movie. High School Musical. But if you don't pick the Cheetah Girls, they are strong too. That's
Cheetah
like
Girls,
CJ. I might have to trade back up into the first round.
type shit.
Cheetah Girls as well. I might have to offer you my fourth and fifth so you
Yeah,
can give
for
me your
the first.
I might
Start negotiating picks.
I might need to move up because I need both of them. But we'll go ahead and move on real quick.
Tyler Perry has a cult.
Tyler Perry has a coat, but that's for another. Yeah, that's for another episode. I don't believe that. All right, so we have, of course, as another breaking news that's been happening the past week. Last Thursday, Donald Trump found guilty on 34 counts of what do they call it? The hush money case. So, for those who don't know, Donald Trump was on trial. This is to me, it's really crazy. But Donald Trump was on trial for basically covering up money that he sent to porn star Stormy Daniels because she was going to come out with information that they slept together that would have probably damaged his 2016 campaign. So that's what the whole trial was about. And so he was found 34. So now he is the first first United States president to be convicted of a felony. His sentencing is in July. I don't know. I think it's a couple days before the Republican nomination. But he is going to be sentenced. He's probably going to appeal. He's going to probably prolong it. He's not probably going to go to jail. He's probably going to do some kind of house arrest or something along the line, something, So he's still going to run. He's probably going to win still because like my video that went viral on YouTube, he got $52.8 million in campaign in the first 24 hours. So that was big news in the coach. Anything you got to touch on that? I just wanted to update the people who didn't know about it.
That 52.8 mil. I know that one of the part owners of the Mavericks, I forgot their name, but they donated $3 million to the whole thing. So it's like, I mean,
somebody donated $800,000 within the first hour.
Yeah, it's bound. Like, if you really think that Trump's not gonna have a chance of being president, like, you sadly mistaken. Like,
yeah, I think and it said a couple, and I have a video that I did about this. That contained that where the viral clip came from. I didn't have a chance to post it yet, but I will post it for anybody that wants to go look at it. Because my opinion probably won't be the most popular opinion, but I want y'all go check that video out. But I feel like there's a lot of other stuff that's worse than what people are doing. I feel like a lot of other people did a lot worse that should be locked up.
Hush money to a
porn star, right? But nonetheless, he's the first one. I'm not surprised either because
I'm not surprised at it either.
What's wrong with him? But I tried to get me a shirt made. It was Trump sitting on the I forgot what cover is. Is it the NWA cover? But it says Thug Life. I'm getting that shirt made. It's gonna be lit. But no. So that's what the hush money. That's what it was all about, though. Was basically him just paying off. But I didn't understand it though because he could have paid her. She could have came out with a story that he slept with a porn star. But to me, that wouldn't have been worse than him talking about grabbing the girl by the coochie.
No, I don't feel like that's worse at all. I mean,
so I don't know how that would have really damaged his campaign.
Stormy Daniels, DB.
DB wasn't the DB. The she ain't what you look like. It ain't what you look like. Right, that's what they were looking at. Yeah, Mom, you're right. That's what they were looking at because they feel like he did that, and because he did that, it was a sense of election interference because he stopped somebody from coming out with something bad. Raymond said she just looked at her and she is not cute.
I mean, it's Donald Trump. What you expect?
Right, but.
He got money, so I guess.
Yeah, you can get anybody he want. So see, Kate said it wouldn't have damaged it at all. Sports also delusion. They don't.
That's why I'm trying to figure out why he even tried to do it. Like he would have won regardless because So
I think because at that time he probably didn't realize the power that he
very true.
So he probably was like, let's get a hold of it, let's get out in front of this. Let's let's just pay this woman off and blah blah
Doing
blah
the
blah blah.
political thing.
Because to me, this sounds like extortion if you ask me.
Yeah.
If you really want to get technical, it sounds like extortion.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, D Brown and Raven having a conversation on how Stormy Daniels looks like.
Nice rack.
Raven said that's it, and they fake. Trump
Man.
probably paid for him, but anyways, he probably paid for him. But anyways, hey, so what? Donald Trump likes to dip his oil stick in the oil. It's okay, he won't be the first president. I remember Bill Clinton was out there dipping his stick in oil, and he was able to still declare war. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens come November.
That's crazy.
They own Dr. Fauci right now too, so you better be paying attention to that as well.
Yeah.
They own Dr. Fauci is talking to Congress as we speak, so they own him as well. So hey, what Cat Williams say? This is the time. This is the year of truth. Yeah. This is the year of truth. So it's gonna be real interesting to see how this election plans out. Last, I really want your opinion on this last story. That we can get it. It's good. We good time. We get ready to get out of here on this last story. First, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all help us grow, man. We're having a great show. It's a fun show. We're gonna end it on what probably the biggest non-political story, something like that. This is big news right now. We're talking, huh? What happened?
My mama said Clinton didn't dip; he was sucked.
Mama. Now, Mama, I'm gonna have a conversation with you off camera. Because if you think all that man did was get sucked,
just keep going.
Okay, sorry. So we're gonna talk about this in Flights to Hooper, and I got Kate. Let me put that on the screen so people can see why I'm talking. So we got Kate. We got Kate in here too, who I know is a hooper herself. Mama, you got the whole chat laughing, and I'm trying to keep going because I really want to acknowledge what you said, but Flight told me not to, so I'm trying to keep going. Y'all, stop laughing at Mama. Stop laughing. Stop. Everybody, stop. All right, thank you. So, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, WNBA. Just, okay, so for those who don't know, Caitlin Clark was a rookie, WNBA basketball player who had a familiar, I can't even get my words out, who had great success at the University of Iowa. She went on to break multiple records. She's an amazing player. She does amazing things. She went to the WNBA where she is kind of rough for her. She's scoring. She's not actually playing that bad, but she's taking extra elbows and doing this and getting hit around. And some stuff is in the games of basketball. Some stuff is not in the games of basketball. Now the conversations happen. Is it because she's white that she's getting this sympathy? If she was black, blah, 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 blah. Flight, I want to know your take on all this.
I honestly think that I don't want to say media made it this.
Okay.
I don't want to say media made it this. And I mean, granted, let's just go. Okay, we're just gonna state the obvious.
Okay.
Obviously, the media is gung ho on Caitlin Clark, right? And rightfully so. Caitlin Clark had a phenomenal college career. She broke a lot of records. She did a lot of great things at Iowa. And now, when you're the number one pick in the draft and you're bringing a whole new set of eyes to the game of women's basketball, that's a great thing, and rightfully so. The media is, making sure that the attention is on her. Is there jealousy throughout the W? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is women on certain teams in that league that are absolutely upset that Caitlin Clark signed an 8-year, $28 million Nike deal before she even played one professional game. Were there the same amount of people that was jealous at LeBron when he signed the $100 million deal before he touched the court? Absolutely. Like LeBron was overly talented, very physical. He was able to compete with that. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, she never really got touched in college. She never really got hard fouls in college. She never really, it was kind of a cakewalk for her. Like, if you look at her conference, the Big Ten, nobody really played any type of real defense on her. at all. When you get to the W, now you playing some women that's been here that are professionals that like really get to it. Like they're not about to take that. Like they don't care about what you did in college. You gonna have to show me that you can do it in the league. And I don't think any of it has to do with her race. I don't think it's anything to do with the attention she's gaining. I think it has everything to do with basketball. The Kennedy Carter foul. I think that Caitlin Clark was probably saying some shit that Kennedy Carter felt was out of line. So she checked him. She checked him with a hard foul. I think that's basketball. That's what happens when you're talking shit. Sometimes a hard foul is drawn. Now, do I feel like some of the stuff that she get hit with is out of line? Yeah, it can be, but also at the same time, it's basketball. You're gonna get some hard fouls. There's gonna be some shit talking. People are going to. It is what it is. It's all about how you gonna be able to face that. You can't get babied in a professional league. It's grown ass women. You're gonna have to be able to hold your own. And Caitlin Clark is having a decent rookie year, but it ain't nothing like phenomenal. But the entire rookie class is doing well too. It's just everybody is focused on Caitlin Clark because of what she did in college.
I think, and that's a lot of great points, and I'm definitely with you for the most part. I think it's a couple things at play here. I think that the league is in a great place, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the league needs this
1,000%.
because they love the attention that they're getting. So I think in like what's the young lady name that rammed into her?
Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy Carter. Okay, so I think people like Kennedy Carter know that if I do this to this person, then that puts a spotlight on me as well. So this is my take on Caitlin. I think she's I think people are going to use her as a ladder.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
And I think people are going to using her as a ladder for her rookie year because there will come a time she's going to start cooking them.
1,000%.
Michael Jordan. I know this is kind of. I'm not comparing Caitlin Clark to Michael Jordan. I'm not saying she's
no. You're comparing
the situations. When Michael Jordan came into the NBA, he was getting all his praise, and so people was knocking him around. You know, hence the Jordan rules. And I think that a lot of people, like I said, I bring me back to what I'm saying as a ladder. I think now, but Michael Jordan has social media. See, Michael Jordan, they say, oh, it was there was no news station. News articles and social media is two different demons. Mm-hmm. Yes, they was writing news articles on Michael Jordan. Oh, you read the paper, you crunch it up, you throw it away. But when you give regular people a voice on a daily basis, that is a little different kind of pressure. Mm-hmm. I think Caitlin, I think I agree with you, DB. I think the WNBA. I'm not gonna say WNBA is just strictly popping because of her. I think it's at an all-time.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with DB to an extent.
Right. I think it's at an all-time high. But I was listening to one of them shows this morning. And they were saying how the WNBA even last year had an increase in views.
They've had an increase in the last 2-3 years in views.
Right. And from my understanding, I forgot what show I was watching. A couple teams sold out their season tickets.
Dallas,
so
yeah,
right. So so a couple teams have sold out their season tickets, and Caitlin don't play for all them teams, and she's only going over there once or twice, so it ain't just her, So, anyways, I believe that she, in a sense, is being targeted. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I'm all about keeping it in the constraints of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't mind you going like Angel. Hey, yeah, she was going for rebound, but she got clothesline. I get it. But when that girl just came over there and just pushed Caitlin, my biggest thing out of all that about that particular situation is, and I agree with, I think who said this, Matt Barnes. Where was her teammates?
That's one thing. That's one thing that pisses me off about a lot of that, right? Because none of her teammates are there with her when she getting smacked.
Right, and this is this is the part that I don't like about her team and her teammates.
Mm-hmm.
If someone, but I know in football, if you cheap shot somebody on the team on our team, we're going to get you back. You're not going, you ain't gonna like it. And if we don't get you, we're gonna get somebody else. Somebody gonna pay for what you've done.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a brother. That's the brotherhood of football, or maybe the nature of the sport. I mean, even in the NBA, you have enforcers. Draymond, one of them tall Vucevic, whatever they names. Them guys, they when people mess with, I can't think of it. Vucevic. Well, I can't remember which one it was, but they're enforcers. So when somebody messes with them, Steven Adams, they're going to step up and get in between.
Every team has an enforcer.
Even when when Shannon Sharp and them got into it with the Memphis Grizzlies, who was right in front of Shannon? Steven Adams.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a I didn't really see. I could be wrong, but when Angel Reese got close, I don't remember her teammates really just jumping in there either. But from my understanding too, this Kennedy Carter is more like a Patrick Beverly.
No,
this is her style of play,
like
and
she hoop. Like she hoop. She's very competitive. And it may not, it's like, to your point about your Beverly, like,
yeah,
you hate to play against her. Like, if your team playing against her, you can't stand her. But if she on your squad, you absolutely love her because you understand what she brings to the team.
Right. I don't think that she needs to be baby. I don't think that the rules need to change. But what I would like to see in this is that her team to help her and to protect her, because, and I know Kate just, I'm gonna put you on the screen, Kate. She says, yep, her teammates should have had her back and they don't, and I believe that may be jealousy, and that could be true. And D Brown here, man, them women are jealous of Caitlin. Her teammate probably feels some type of way as well. I just don't understand why. And then Angel Reese has an interview, and I was a fan. I'm starting to be weary on her now because she does an interview and she's like, they're watching it because of me too.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I feel like it's like the WNBA has no PR people, because I feel like she needs to say why. Like, I feel like if to me that sentence would have hit a lot better if we'd have been like, the WNBA is on the rise not because of just one person, but because of all of us.
Mm-hmm. Like the entire rookie class is great.
Even if you just stick to, I'm okay with that. But when she said because of me too,
yeah,
baby, nobody really watching you. I'm not saying it, but you're not what's being talked about at the moment. Yeah, I think Kate said that she's adapting a little better. So I mean, yeah, she's not necessarily but Caitlin is not having a bad rookie
She's
year.
not having a bad year. It's going to be an adjustment period for anybody going from college to pros. There's in
any sport. We had this talk in the chat. In our group chat. This going to happen. The NFL. Caleb Williams is this thought of this generational person. Oh, he got a rude awakening when he got to come play them Texans on week 2 of the season. but you see, like, it's just part of the sport. It's just part of sports in general. No matter if you're playing baseball, whether you're playing lacrosse, whether you're swimming, whether you're running track. Once you get to that professional top level, they have a way of humbling. You're playing the best in the world. The WNBA don't have that many. I think somebody said something about out of all the girls that were drafted, only 13 made it on the team on opening day. Because there ain't that many teams in the WNBA, so the talent is more dense.
Yeah, it's tough to make a squad in the WNBA.
It's tough. So you're playing against the literal best of the best, and then you are the number 1 pick, not like you, Angel Reese, who went number 8. Your team was pretty decent. So you're the number 1 pick, which means what? Flight?
Yeah, you gonna play.
That's not. You went to the worst team.
Worst team, yeah.
So of course
you gonna play.
You're struggling. So I guess I'm sorry for being long-winded. I just feel like it's gonna be an adjustment period. She's gonna be all right. She's not really complaining. I don't want her to start complaining because I don't want her to start playing this victim mindset. But she just keep her head down, keep doing what she's doing. The fact that you're talking about what she don't. Kennedy said the fact that she don't do nothing but shoot threes. I mean, that's what Steph Curry does.
Yeah,
what else does Steph Curry do?
Like, that was like seeing that statement. You should have just like not got on Twitter, like, because you just
exactly
you should have not got on Twitter because like what all besides threes, what does she do? I mean,
Steph, if you take 3 points away from Steph Curry, he not even hooping at 24-hour fitness.
Like,
he has a great layup package. I'm being funny, but yeah.
But Caitlin Clark definitely does more than just shoot threes. Is
Facts.
she known for shooting? Yes.
But she can pass the ball with the best of them.
She can pass the rock.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you can't just like don't downplay it. But to DB's point and to Caitlin's point, her teammate, there's definitely some jealousy. And it's like I said earlier, there's definitely women that are jealous in the W because she like, come on, man. $28 million contract before playing a pro game. Who's not going to be jealous of that? Like, I mean, there like it happens in the men's or in the NBA too. It's jealousy all over the place. It's going to happen, but also to say that the entire league is jealous of her, I feel like that's far fetched because I guarantee you the Aces don't really care. Like people like the Aces don't care. I could tell you the Wings probably don't care. Like players like Arike Ogunbowale, she's one of the best in the league. One of the best scorers, scored with the best of them. Probably scored better than some men in the NBA. She can score that thing. Does she care? Like, is she jealous of Caleb? No. They probably are appreciative that she's bringing eyeballs, but also at the same time, like I said, where I agreed with DB to an extent, I feel like it's very disrespectful to a lot of these other women who played last year when the game was growing and the year before that when the game was growing, saying that they aren't doing their fair part. And also, it's not fair to the rest of the rookies, like a Cameron Brink, like a Rickea Jackson, like a Angel Reese, like a Camila Cardoso, like a Kate Martin. It's not fair to them because they also got their share of fans that they bring in too. Obviously, Caitlin Clark does have the most of the fans because of what she did in college. Yes, she does have a very large part in bringing those eyeballs. But to say that the rest of the W hasn't done anything to bring eyeballs to the league, I feel like that's kind of shading and kind of disrespectful towards them too. That's it. But I don't wholly disagree with Caitlin Clark bringing eyes to the league. But there's a lot of talented women in that league. There's a lot of very, very good ball players in the W that, deserve their respect and their due diligence of what they've done for the league.
Which it will come, that's
it'll come.
And great points, great statements about what you made. And I love to look at this as Bird and Magic. Mm-hmm. Not because they're black and white, that does help, but because Bird and Magic started their careers going against each other in college. Mm-hmm. They started. Didn't Bird and Magic play for a national championship?
Yeah, they played.
Yeah. So Bird and Magic played for a national championship. The beautiful thing is we got to see Angel Reese and Caitlin play twice. One for a national championship, one for semis. So it's like Bird and Magic. Then you take this to the next level, and they're still going to have this rivalry,
yeah,
which is good for the sport because in that time the NBA was struggling. I don't know if people know that, but the NBA was struggling. The NBA Finals was on tape delay.
Yep.
For those who don't know what that means they played the game, they taped it,
and didn't play it.
Showed it at another time.
Yeah.
So the fact that Larry and Magic brought that they basically carried the league by themselves until then. Of course, Michael Jordan came along, and then the Bulls and Michael Jordan just took it to a whole nother stratosphere. But I feel like that they can have this same effect. The only thing is both of these teams are going to have to start winning a little bit more, but. The Aces are just killing it right now, and it's just their time.
And also, just one more point to that. I think a lot of people are also feeling that way about Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark got a shoe deal before Asia Wilson, and which many consider Asia Wilson the best. I mean, I consider her, in my opinion, she's the best player in the W. Like,
I think, but it's a social media thing too, man. It's marketing.
No. It's definitely a social media thing, but I'm saying that's the social media argument as well. That's another thing that feeds into why people feel a certain type of way about Caitlin Clark. Like Caitlin Clark gets a shoe deal before Asia Wilson, and Asia Wilson did all of this, and because Asia Wilson black. You see what I'm saying?
You can argue that Caitlin Clark had the greatest collegiate athlete career of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can argue that if you take your feelings out of it, if you take how you feel about her, how you feel about the sport, whatever your feelings may be, Caitlin Clark, you can argue. I'm not saying I have to sit down and think about it, but you can argue.
She arguably had one of the best,
the greatest college careers of all time, men or women, sports in all sports. I'm talking football. I'm talking basketball. I'm talking tennis, baseball, hockey, whatever, lacrosse, whatever.
All of that.
She had one of the greatest collegiate careers of all time. That's
Yeah.
I'm talking. The only thing that I probably won't go with that is because of championships. That's the only thing that would probably keep it away because I'm thinking
But
about people like Tim Tebow and stuff like that.
and
But
we'll say arguably the best
individual,
individual
that's
college
that's
career.
fair. That's fair. That's
You
fair.
know what I'm
That's fair.
saying?
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
to play devil's advocate, because obviously I'm not saying that Caitlin Clark doesn't deserve what she did. I mean, what she did was phenomenal. I mean, obviously to arguably have one of the best, or to arguably have the best individual college career, obviously people like Nike, especially that's who your school is represented by, of course they gonna come knocking on your door. Like, duh. But also to play devil's advocate, I feel like Asia Wilson has arguably had one of the best professional careers in the W. So the fact that somebody who hasn't played a professional game yet was already inked to have a shoe deal, not sign a shoe contract, to have your own shoe before somebody who has already built something crazy on a professional level, not to mention that she had a tremendous college career as well. Like, I think that's why a lot of people are butting at that. That's why, that's why there's a lot, as far as social media goes, that's where some of the hate comes from as well. So, but
Well, yeah,
at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark is going to be fine. Caitlin Clark has done a tremendous job already, I feel like, along with all of the rookies in that rookie class. They've all been doing their thing. And the W it's been dope as hell to watch and dope to see so many eyes on it. It's about time. It's about time. So,
I'm even enjoying it. Sabrina, Io, and Oscar is one of my favorite people now.
Sabrina, yeah, she cold. She's
cold.
been like that. And once again, you talk about one of the she's probably up there for having one of the greatest individual college careers ever. And what she did at Oregon was insane.
But if the Indiana Fever get the number one pick again and they get Paige, watch out. Paige buckets.
Well, the thing is they won't. I don't think they'll end up getting the number one pick because then they already got an expansion team in Golden State that happens. That'll start playing next year. So I think they'll end up getting
okay. I didn't know
they'll get Paige. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Paige Buckets. I can't wait to watch her in junior.
I can't wait to watch UConn again this year, man. She's so cold. But yeah, man.
Hey, look. Hey, at the end of the day, WNBA needs Caitlin. They need Angel. This is great. They need everybody. All them women are doing a great job. The sport is fun. I love to watch it. If I'm watching TV, I like to click it on. We got the NBA. Oh, last thing, we got the NBA Finals this week. Thursday, right? Okay, real quick. Let's get out of here on this. Who you taking real quick? The Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. The Mavericks had a tough route to get here. The Boston Celtics had an injured pathway on here, but
arguably the easiest route to get.
Arguably the easiest. So who you taking and why, real quick?
I hate to say it as a Rockets fan.
Okay.
I absolutely hate to say it.
I know where you're going there.
I can't stand this. I can't stand the Celtics more. I think the Mavs will win in 6. I think this is just me wanting the Mavs to win because I can't stand the Celtics. I really like Jason Tatum, though. I want Jason Tatum to get a ring. I like Jason
Tatum acting real polished.
I can't say he acting polished.
Acting real polished lately.
I can't say he acting polished because brother he's been to 7 conference finals, 2 NBA finals. That's not polished, brother.
That's fact.
That's not polished. And Jason Tatum is also averaging like 29 in his playoff career. Like, he's putting up numbers. So, like, and he's had big playoff moments as well. So, I really like Jason Tatum, and I hope he get one. Like, if the Celtics win, I'll be very, very happy for Jason Tatum. Very happy for Jason Tatum. But also, the pressure is also all on Boston. If Boston loses, they got to blow that team up. They have to blow the team up. There's nothing left you can do. No run it back. Y'all ran it back for 6 years. Like, you got to blow that team up.
Well, you just paid Jaylen Brown $300 million. You haven't even paid Tatum yet, so that'll be real interesting if that does happen. But I actually, it's crazy. I actually had the same thing. I got the Dallas Mavericks in 6. I think the Pacers could have easily won that game if they were better down the stretch. 2 of those games. Thank you. 3 of those games. If they would just basically just hold on to the ball, They would still be playing right now.
Hold on to the
Still be
ball.
playing.
Hold on to the ball, get it stopped. And there's no saying that like the Pacers would have won the series in 5.
Right.
Like,
But it'd be a little
like
interesting.
it probably would have went 7. Like the Celtics probably would have played basketball and got to 7.
Right.
But it really could have been 3-1, bro.
Right. And so with that being said, I think you're talking about having one of the two clutchest players in the sport on one team. One of those players have already hit a big shot in a game, in an NBA final, game 7. They get in that situation, it's not going to go the same way it went for the Pacers. And the Celtics are really live by the 3 and die by the 3. So if they're not hitting, then it's going to be a real tough match. I don't know what the matchup will be. I don't foresee JB and Tatum going off. I do think JB will show up. I just don't know about JT. So we'll have to see. But Luka is going to have a phenomenal series. I believe there's no one that's going to stop Luka. There's no one. I think Kyrie is going to really want to show up the Boston Celtics in the NBA championship. So I'm taking the I really wanted to go Mavericks in 5. But I respect Boston for them to get 2 games. So I'm going Mavericks in 6.
I respect Boston to get 2 games.
Yeah. So that's my Mavericks in 6 for both of us then, I guess is what we're looking like.
Absolutely. Mavericks in 6. That's what I want. But I won't be upset if Jason Tatum get his first.
I will. This has been episode 82 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast, man. Shout out to Flight for returning, getting through the episode, hurting and everything. Take you some Tylenol, brother. If y'all was not here in the beginning of the show, the lesson of today was do not walk towards the light. Stay away from the thank you. Stay away from the light. If you're in the hospital right now, you go to sleep, stay away from the light. If you go to sleep, you see a light, stay away from the light. We need you here. We love each and every one of y'all. Flight, we so happy to have you back. This is episode 82. Make sure you please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as it helps the channel grow. We're trying to get more content, more things are coming. We're actually looking at our 100th episode. We're starting to plan that as we're less than 20 weeks away from that. So we're going to make that episode as special as we can. So this is going to be an exciting time for both of us as we started off together in this, and we 82 episodes in. So that's a lot of shows, man. That's a lot of episodes there, a lot of content in the world. And it made me, and I'll say, now leave it on this, man, put into perspective when you was in the hospital, man, because one of the reasons why I like to do this, man, is because if something ever happened to me, you can always go back and watch. I'm always going to be alive because I have these YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? And that's as real as it can get. I'm always going to be alive because you can go watch some old stuff, you can go watch some new stuff. It does not matter, man. I think we have stuff that'll age very well. But if you want to hear my voice, see me, know who I was, it's so cool just putting content out there because it will live forever. So that's why, and it really put that into perspective, which is why I was trying to put out videos, because I'm like, I had this sense of, encouragement. Like, I gotta go. I gotta hold the channel down for us. But as we started this together, we're gonna finish together. Episode 100 is on the way, but don't forget to like and subscribe, man. This Petrie Perfect.
It's being on Flight.
And we will see y'all next week. Make sure y'all bring y'all draft boards because we're gonna need it, y'all. We'll see y'all later, man.